Hey, Shalom. Shalom. I give all praise, glory, honor to honor to the apostle, great Millstone. Peace and blessings. I keep pushing his word. Sincerity. I really be real life. All right, we come week in, week out. All right, to let our people know, so-called Black, Latino, Native Americans, that you are the nation of Israel. And also, here to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, which is aka America, but ultimately is the rulership that we're seeing right now is the rulership of the Edomite. Okay, and that is who we're talking about. All right, those are the people in the scripture where the Lord says before He makes His return, they're going to receive their downfall of their kingdom. All right, and if you look and see who actually ruled Babylon, aka America, and just ruled the council of the world, ultimately you see who the color of their face, so-called pale face, so-called white men. Well, you know, ultimately it's not about color. Because like the nation of Israel, we are spread throughout the four corners of the earth, but yet what are we here to do? We're here to let people know to repent, our people know to repent, and also that the downfall of Babylon the Great, okay, the downfall of this rulership is at hand. That's what prophets have did throughout time.
I have some back. So in Jeremiah 12:9 says, "My heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her. Come ye, assemble, all the beasts of the field come to devour." All right, and that's, just backing up what the priest said, that speckled bird is specifically talking about, the Israelite foreigners that were scattered, underneath all the nations of heaven. So fast forward to these times today, you have Israelites all over the planet Earth that look like heathen.
Right.
They're living heathen lifestyles, acting like heathen, dressing like heathen. But that's why the word is so important, the true gospel, because the true gospel is going to actually attract, the elect.
Yeah, and going to also, as you mentioned, we are, like I say, the nation of Israel. It may look like another complexion or another ethnicity, but ultimately, like you say, they're going to be joined into what? The house of Israel. Okay, it tells you in Isaiah 14, right?
Isaiah chapter 11 and verse 11, it says, "And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath and from the islands of the sea."
One of that is going to what? He said he's going to lay his hand out again the second time. All right, what was the first time? During the time of Egypt. All right, and now we're in what? A country which is spiritually called Egypt. Tells you that, like I said, in Revelation 11. All right, we know that we're seeing what's going on to America. We're seeing all these things that can be a representation of what things used to be. All right, that's not no new thing under the sun. Right? What happened during the time of Sodom? It was all type of freakism going on. All right. Now it's all in America. You got moles running around. All right. You can do whatever you want. As long as you don't go against the agenda of what? Of being a mole. But now we're seeing that change that your president, your new president is setting up. That's going to cause a lot of conflict amongst the people. All right. That's going to cause a lot of conflict amongst the people. All right. So the Lord is going to shake up the country here that's spiritually Sodom and Gomorrah.
Just a bad I thought that pretty stuff like the brother was reading about the speckled bird, man. See, the Lord said he's gonna send his hand second time, like the brother said, to recover his people. Then they start naming all these particular lands, Elam, Shinar from the island of the sea. You see that I got another one real quick. It's Matthew 24 and 31. He shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, and from one end of heaven to the other. So just back the point up, man, Israelites gonna come looking at, like the brother said, a speckled bird, a variety of colors, man. They may look like a so-called, like the brother said, a so-called white man, or so-called Asian man, so-called Indian, East Indian man. You see, so-called Chinese man. They may look like that, but their spirit goes back onto the nation of Israel. Right. See, that's gonna be a stumbling block in the time that we're coming into, man. You see, for a lot of these Israelite groups who claim that Israel is just so-called Negro, Latino, the Native American, man. You see, when the scriptures tell you that you are the seed of your father, man. You see, so if we were scattered throughout the four winds, man, and we lay down with these heathen women, well, those children that come out are gonna be Israelites, man. You see, and they're gonna continue that line in these particular lands where they at, man. You see, and over time, you see, they're gonna start those features of a so-called Negro or so-called Hispanic are gonna diminish. You see, it's gonna get mixed to the point to where they don't even look like a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American anymore. Yet and still, they are a child of the Most High, man. Right? See? Well, that's why the scripture says that the spirit quickeneth and the flesh profiteth nothing. That's why Yahweh Shai said that, because at the end of the day, the spirit is going to bear witness who Yahweh Shai's children is, man. And it's not predicated on skin color, man. See, if you still wrapped up on skin color, then you pretty much lost. That's why they try to use the whole mantra of black Hebrew Israelite. When we're not black, there's nobody black. Like, my jacket is black. You know what I'm saying? There's, that we're just different shades and different derivatives of brown, man. You see, but they want to try to label and use that whole term black to try to categorize you into a certain sect. And that's just Esau just being the devil and just being clever. And then you got Jake that follow behind on that whole idea, man. You're really just you're not learning, you're not using a scholarly way of thinking, or a spiritual way of thinking, more so than scholarly. You're not using a spiritual way of thinking whenever you try to use that whole mindset, man. Right. It's very, very low level. Right. As a matter of fact, if brother got some go ahead. I got a precept, but you go first.
So Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 12, because again, the word is the tool that was given to us to be able to basically identify, and the word, representing Yahweh Shai, all right, really the spirit of the word, the true breakdown of the scriptures, the heathen going into captivity, and so on and so forth. It's Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 12. It says, "For the word of God is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and the intents of the heart." Right? So that the word is our primary weapon. That's what we push out, and the word is what's going to cut through all the BS, cut through the outward appearance, and ultimately identify who's an Israelite and who's not.
That's the book of 1 John. All right, 1 John chapter 4 and verse 1. All right, 1 John 4 and 1. All right, it says, "Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of the Most High, because many false prophets are gone out into the world." When you get that word "try," that word means it's just a way of saying test. Right. How you supposed to test the spirits? You test the spirits with the word, man. All right, scripture says that what? It says that the spirit bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of the sons of Yahweh Shai, man. So if somebody's spirit resonates with this word, they can look like a so-called white man, they can look like a so-called East Indian, they can look like a so-called African, a so-called, a Chinese, but if their spirit truly resonates with this word and resonates with the prophecies, that it's very likely that individual is an Israelite, man. And the Lord set it up like that on purpose for a reason, man. To make it to make the mystery of the Gentile to be a stumbling block. Ultimately, at the end of the day, you got it. Isaiah 14 and 1. "For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob."
Hey, and this is a future prophecy. All right, and it says to go into, yeah, the Lord is going to choose Israel. Like I said, he's going to choose them out what? The four corners of the earth. All right, and that goes into, like I say, yet choose Israel. That goes back into Deuteronomy 7, around the 6th verse. All right, the Lord always said he's going to constantly yet choose Israel. So the other nations are not nothing to the Lord. All right, it tells you in Isaiah 40. Okay, 2nd Ezra 6, around the 53rd verse. All right, he lets you know that the Lord, he's going to yet choose Israel, and he's going to send what? Strangers. The stranger will be joined unto him, which, like I say, is the nation of Israel. All right, he goes into that word, Gar, all right, which is what? Israelite foreigner. All right, then you have another word, strangers, which is the cop. All right, it tells you that in Isaiah 60. And that goes into being what? An actual person of the heathen nation. All right, so the Lord said he's going to get to Israel, and he's going to put us in the land. All right, so has the Lord returned to put us in the land yet? No, because why are those small heads over there? All right, they're over there, and they set themselves in that land because what? They're trying to offset the prophecy, and they're trying to basically did a stolen identity.
Yeah, well, that line, this scripture lines up, and somebody going to grab it real quick. I think it's in the book of Zechariah, where it says that they shall hang on to him, they shall hang on to the skirt of him, which is the Jew. You know, where it says that, like you just read in Isaiah the 14th chapter, all right, it says that the stranger shall be joined unto him, talking about Israelite. The strangers being joined unto the nation of Israel now, it's really likened unto us, man. You know, there was that one point we didn't hear this word, or at one point we was in the world doing what we was doing, following after these folly days, calling ourselves Black, Mexicans, Indians, you know what I'm saying, following after Jesus Christ or whatever, whatever philosophy we was involved in. We heard the word, and what we began to cleave unto our heritage and unto our nationality. See, which pretty much made us and turned us pretty much back into our heritage, man. Right. Not turned us, but we put us cleaved back into our heritage, man. Go ahead.
This is Zechariah chapter 8 and verse 23. It says, "Thus saith the Lord of hosts, in those days it shall come to pass that 10 men shall take hold out of all languages of the nations."
Out of all languages of the nations, because we've been scattered, as the brother's going into, speaking all these various different languages, things of that nature. Like, when you read the book of Acts, you know what I'm saying? Out of all these various different lands and languages that we were speaking, we're going to be gathered together. Go ahead.
It says that 10 men shall take hold of all the languages of the nations, even shall take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew.
Even shall take hold of the skirt of him which is a Jew. You see, so this isn't talking about actual heathen. All right, grabbing the skirt of an Israelite, and then now they're a part of the inheritance, man. It makes me think about the instance with Yahushua whenever he would walk, and then you had the woman who was the woman who was dealing with the issue of blood for 12 years. What did she do? She grabbed the skirt of him. She grabbed the skirt, the skirt of his garment, I'd rather say, and she was healed. She grabbed hold of him. But that was an Israelite woman, man. You had Israelites that was doing that to Yahushua, man. You didn't have actual heathen doing that. And then even too, when you go into the law of the inheritance, man, you couldn't have somebody of the tribe of Judah go and inherit land in the tribe of Asher. It didn't work that way, man. So how the hell is a heathen going to inherit the land if that's the case? It don't add up. You got it now.
This is Zechariah chapter 8, and halfway through the verse, it says that 10 men, or Zechariah 8:23, halfway through the verse. It says that 10 men shall take hold out of all the languages of the nations, even shall take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew, saying, "We will go with you, for we have heard that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is with you."
We will go with you. We have heard that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is with you. That line directly up with Isaiah the 14th chapter. The stranger shall be joined unto him, and shall cleave unto him. You see? It makes me think also of the scripture. What is it? You shall hear a voice behind me saying, "This is the way, walk ye in it." Isaiah the 30th chapter. The teacher shall not be removed into a corner anymore. Thine eyes shall see thy teachers. And what? You will cast away all those different philosophies, different gods you was worshiping as a mistress cloth. And what? you will begin to serve and worship Yahweh Shema Shah. But at one point, you was a stranger. You was you was strange to your custom, man. You know. Oh, that was on that service anymore. I can read it. Which one?
Zechariah 8.
Okay.
Verse 7. This is Zechariah chapter 8 and verse 7. It says, "Thus saith the Lord of hosts, behold, I will save my people from the east country and from the west country."
See, he said he's gonna save his people. All right, the Lord is a separate. All right, and what we say, his people are what he made a covenant with. All right, that is the nation of Israel. All right, he said he's gonna save his people. All right, based from one end of the earth to the other end. The brother just mentioned, like I said, we're scattered through amongst. All right, we all have all different type of complexions. But like I say, your spirit definitely resonates. The spirit that you receive this word. All right, yeah, you could be a so-called Chinese man, okay, or what have you. But ultimately, like I say, if you know that you're Israelite and you receive this word, then yeah, it was up to the Lord to give you this because he's letting you know that you are of that lineage. All right, because now we go off what? The spirit. We go off the spirit. We don't go off of how Esau got now where you can go and let me go and see what my heritage is. And he take a little bit of your blood and say, okay, you are 12% Igbo, you 5% German, you know, all these different, they'll give you 3 or 4 different things, 14% this, 13% that. No, go off the spirit. All right, that stuff Esau doing, it's just basically a form of magic. He's a warlock. That's basically throw you off.
It's really just to bring forth confusion.
Yep.
You know, and that's why the scriptures mention not taking heed to endless genealogies, man. You know, you over here look at your ancestry. You know, you over here. Well, first and foremost, it's already been proven, and it's came out that you know some of these ancestry.com websites they'll use like spit from like a frog or a dog or an animal or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But then but the lineage goes back to you know you're 5%. You know, Mongolian. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So come on now, man.
Yeah.
You know, they'll look and say, oh yeah, you're 3% Ashkenaz. Like, oh man, am I so-called Jew? You know, and it just causes you just to keep going, really bug you out, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's all we saw with witchcraft. Yeah, I did see some people they would melt it out. They'll think they swallow their dog mouth,
Send it off, don't come back. Oh yeah, family tree goes back to 25% Congo.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
Nigga just making up. Hey, the scripture called for jump lies.
Lie to you, and like I said, position of no value. They tell you that this is our science. This is our medicine. Yeah, this man, he's constantly looking to focus on the menu, say who you are, but then come and say, oh, we're the real people of the Lord. Y'all under us. Y'all people respect this man. All right, you put a little curls on both sides of their head, put a hat on, a top hat on, then they y'all looking up to this man.
Yeah, the nigga number one in IQ.
Yeah.
They got the highest so-called IQ on the planet. But here it is. They, matter of fact,
I created a test. I'll probably have the highest IQ with it. Well, I have the highest points on the test. If I create a test like this. That's just, like I said, that's these songs, magicians that's getting out here doing these things. All right, just what they were, the modern day Chaldeans. All right.
Zechariah 8. So Zechariah chapter 8 and verse 7. Make it verse 8. Zechariah 8:7. It says, "Thus saith the Lord of hosts, behold, I will save my people from the east country and from the west country, and I will bring them, and they shall dwell in the midst of Jerusalem, and they shall be my people, and I will be their power in truth and in righteousness."
Right. And when was the Lord, these other nations looking upon the Lord? All right. When did they say that this is my power and they worship the Lord? No, that is for the nation of Israel. All right. Everywhere we mix and mingle with these other nations, they said, come on and basically look at our God. All right. And our people fall for it. But yet the Lord said he's gonna bring us back into remembrance. All right. But you niggas don't want to look at that. Y'all don't want to see that. Y'all want to say, help us, Joe. Now I'm saying, help us, DJ. Not once he said, help us, how about you, how shot? All right.
Yes.
But these times now we're seeing now, you got the prophets back on the scene, letting you know. And what the Lord said when the prophets are back, they telling you. All right, telling you these things. Lord sets up for what? A downfall of a certain of kingdom during that time.
Isaiah 31:1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because there are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. Just back your point up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Our people are looking for everybody else. That goes back, when you read the history about people, man, you see that you see them doing the same thing, man. They would always go to these different nations, or these particular guys of these particular nations, man, say them instead of looking to the Lord, man. You see, but when they get their ass, well, then they want to come back to the Lord, man. You see, it's nothing new, man. It's nothing new under the sun. Jake's is still hard headed and still right, man. You see, they're gonna learn the hard way. We get ready to see it in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. The warning is going out, like the brother was saying earlier, man. Hey, we letting you know before it takes place. It's the Lord, man, like the scripture say. The Lord sent his prophets out beat times, man. I mean, before the destruction comes, man. You know, that's him stretching out that hand of mercy unto you, man. See, but Jake still don't want to listen.
This is the hand that's stretching out. All right. This is the Lord that we're his mouthpiece of the Lord willing with those men. This is him stretching out his hands for you. Right. All right. Isaiah 30, Ezekiel 33 tells you that. All right. The Lord said, give warning from me. All right. And how did he give warning like they do in the time, just like in Jeremiah 28? All right. The prophets were before us prophesied, and the people hearkened and listened. All right. Or if not, what happened? All right. The Lord basically brought us and put us in captivity for being stiff-necked. This time it's not going to be in captivity. All right. This time it's going to be, like I say, a fuel and fire. All right.
Man, it's like the Lord is so scary, is that he actually is going to put Jake in captivity again. And then right after that, you know, for trusting in the system, you're going to be put in captivity. Then he's going to kill you. So he's going to put you underneath a cruel Lord, like it says in Isaiah the 19th chapter. And he's going to imagine all kinds of wicked devices just to kill your ass, man. You know, that's what's getting ready to come next, man. You know, you want to trust in this devil system so bad? Well, hey, at the end of the day, you're going to fall with it. You know, you're going to trust in the system and rely upon Esau, the so-called white man, as your God. All right, well, hey, at the end of the day, call out to him. See if he's going to save you in that time, man. You know, I got a precept. Yeah. Jeremiah 7 in the verse 20. Let's see, verse 27. It says, man, it's really man. Let me start at verse 21. I'll just read down. Somebody can break it down. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the power of Israel, put your burnt offerings unto your sacrifices and eat flesh. For I spake not unto your fathers, nor commanded them in the day that I brought them out of the land of Egypt concerning burnt offerings and sacrifices. But this thing commanded I them, saying, obey my voice, and I will be your power, and ye shall be my people. And walk ye in all the ways that I have commanded you, that it may be well unto you. But they hearkened not, nor inclined their ear, but walked in the counsels and in the imagination of their evil heart, and went backward and not forward.
That's like everything on their own understanding. I said in Proverbs 3. They didn't put their full trust in the Lord. If you don't hearken unto the Lord, that makes what? That brings what? The Lord to bring forth indignation towards you, righteous indignation. All right? And he didn't say he didn't do when we don't hearken to him, he brings a harsh breakdown for us. All right, he breaks us down as a nation, not to destroy us, but what? Because he loves us. But yet, just like a parent, when you tell the parent tells you to do something, hey, clean your room, don't have nobody in my house. When I get back, you know what I'm saying, have the dishes washed. You know, I'll make a nice meal when I get back to work. All right, but what do? Have your friends over, chilling, playing the game, not doing nothing they say. When you get back, what's gonna happen? All right, you think they're gonna still be like, it's all good, it's all good. No. They're gonna bring that belt out, but back this day, bring that belt out, and you're gonna what? You're gonna have to receive a punishment. Why? Because you didn't listen.
Yep. And then even too with the law, man, if the child just continually was just being stubborn and disobedient, the punishment was death.
Yeah.
You get it was a law, it's a Deuteronomy, man. You would get that stubborn child and you would stone his ass, man. His or her ass, man. You would bring him out in front of the people, in front of the gate where the elders sat, and you would gather stones and you would stone the shit out of them. You see? And it would be in front of everybody so that what? Fear could be invoked. So the Lord is going to do that all again, man. All the stubborn disobedient going to be stoned all over again, man.
Right.
See,
Esau's rule, they changed things like that. Like to everything in accordance to the Lord. Now you discipline your kid, all right, using a way of basically punishing them, taking off your belt or what have you. Hey, the kid can call the police on it. They call 911 because you go to jail. CPS.
go to school and say that you whooped them. You know what I'm saying? But for real, this is for grown man. Oh, they were fucking come to your damn house, bro.
Yep. This is Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20. And just laying back on that, because even in school, like, kids can't even be punished no more. You can't take away a kid's lunchtime. You can't take away a kid's recess time. All that shit is against the law. Right. So now you got they're trying to reign over these little demons, and it's impossible. They're strapped. Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20, it says, "Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter." And that's what's been sold, in Esau's ideologies and philosophies. College system, all the things that are taught at university, right? Everything is flipped on its head. Yeah. Good is bad, right? Bad is good. And these people have been eating it up, and now what we're seeing is the fruits of that. Yep. Verse 21, Isaiah 5 and 21, it says, "Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight." And that's the point. That's the point right there.
And what makes you think that you can let your child or any kids get raised up, can't discipline them, just do whatever you want, Billy, Timmy, and they're gonna grow up? This guy gonna grow up. That's what you see be walking in these schools, all right, with something on them and trying to unalive these other kids. Because what they, like Mike, what's his name? Mike F said, what I'm saying? Come on, Billy, go to your room. You're dead, mom, bitch. Yep. That is what Esau. That's the product that Esau has set up to be raised here in Babylon. All right, a damn degenerate vine. Yep. These people are. Hey, the kids are bugged out. Just listen to them. They don't have no understanding. These kids, they'll grow up and do crimes and they'll record it. They ain't thinking about the backlash because of what? No discipline. It's an Aleister Crowley spirit. Do as thou wilt. All right. So they have raised all this degeneracy up, and now with DJ up in the office now, they've been set up where it's going to be a whole different type of ball game, where he's going to bring down a lot of draconian laws and rulership on Babylon. And now these people ain't gonna know how to react because they all been loose and doing whatever they want, whatever they like.
Yep, because it's pretty much it's hidden in the guise of being something that's going to help you.
Yeah.
It's hidden in the guise of something that's going to be to help you, but it's really ultimately aimed to destroy you. Somebody real quick. Go ahead. No, make your point. Come on, it's bad your point about these kids, bro. It's so line 30 and 1 in the GNT. If a father who loves his son will whoop him often, so that he can be proud of him later. If a son is disciplined, he will be some use, and his father can boast of him to his friends. Just imagine you got a son that grows up and he just grows up just to be a flame of smoke. Here it is. You instilled everything into him that through the spirit, and then he just grows up, and now all of a sudden, your son turns into your son's name is Brian, but now he turns into Brittany. You know what I'm saying? And like Dwayne Wade's son.
Yeah.
That big overgrown Mo.
6 feet.
Take a 6 foot nigga, 6'6", walking around, prancing around, man.
Right.
That's a disgrace to a father, man. But that's really a disgrace to a father. But you got that nigga D Wade is he's a damn flaming mo as well too, man. You know, that's a ideology that's accepted in the society. That's a norm.
That's why him, what's his wife name?
Gabrielle Union.
Yeah, she wear the pants in there. She's like a dude in that relationship. All that is all confused. When we was preaching over here on the side over here, it may have been raining, but man, you may have been preaching. But we had this Jake that walked by, and it was him, his wife, and his son, and he walking like 5 feet in front of him. Wouldn't look back. He had on like some girl boots.
Oh yeah,
like he was flaming like he was on fire, flaming. But you saw the Jake, the dude, you could see on his face when he walked by. Yep. Like, bro, he looked at him like this motherfucker. Walking, he was like walking 5-7 feet ahead of him.
I remember that thing. And you know the mother, she's probably, the mother's, the bigger woman, she was endorsing this shit, man. She was endorsing it, Yeah, because he knew what we was thinking.
Yeah.
Real man like the brother in the room. That's a disgrace, bro. I know real man want a son that's a mo, even a daughter, man. Right. Get it, man. Like that shit, man. But I got this a little bit more, bro. I'm gonna jump down to verse 7. So Rock 30 and 7. But anyone who spoils his son will have to bandage his wounds. His heart will stop every time he hears a shout. An untamed horse is going to be stubborn, and an undisciplined son is no different.
Right. Hey, well, untamed horse, you try to jump on the back of an untamed horse, he gonna buck the shit out you and throw you off. All right. So that's what when they say you break it, you gotta break your horse. All right. I've seen that many times running the country. They throw you get back on and you break him down to what? He started acting right. You jump on him, he gonna just you might buck a little bit. After you broke him down a couple of times, whipped him, but all of a sudden he started getting that act right. Right. You jump on the horse, now he ready to okay, what you got? Put the bridle in his mouth, put the saddle on, now he ready to go.
Yeah. Hey, whooping, man, that install fear, man. Yep. See, that install fear into a child. They can't, you know what I'm saying? That's why they know not to do some shit, man. See, but now, like the brother going into, Esau got this soft parenting age, man, where now you just talk to the child. Here it is, they just screaming, you know what I'm saying? Right. Is knocking shit all over in fucking Walmart, but you got to talk to the child. Right. You can't spank him, you can talk to him. So he said, hell yeah, right? Yeah. Now, do you think that was very nice? Hell no, we're going to beat them, we're going to whoop their ass, man. Right. See? But that goes back into Esau trying to X out the way of the Lord, man. Right. Even your relationship with your family, bro. I trying to cut all that off, bro. Right. Well, here's a little bit more, bro. I said,
it's been like choices. Hey, your choices can lead to good results or consequences. All right. So when you're not disciplining your kids, and they make certain choices as they get older, now they don't know how to react when they go through certain consequences. Or they won't be like, okay, I know this may happen if I make this decision. Right. So I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna choose this way because I know the consequences will be cut. All right. I know the results of my actions if I take it. That's what we do discipline your child. They grow up to make better decisions and basically stray away from certain consequences they will be involved in if they make certain decisions.
Going back, verse 9, if you pamper your child and play with him, he will be a disappointment and a source of grief. Laugh with him now, and one day you will have to cry over him, grinding your teeth in regrets. That's why we see niggas getting shot down the street. Hey, that whole thing, man, these goddamn women want to be friends with their daughters. Right. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being a mother, man. See? A man want to be friends. A parent just want to be friends with their kid, man. You don't supposed to be friends with no damn kid, man. Right. They're your child, man. You're supposed to have that's why these kids have no respect for the elderly, man. You see? For their elders, man. Yeah. That's why they disrespect, they out here doing all knocking them out. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, all kind of shit. You know what I mean? Little demons. But like I say, I'm gonna read that part again. It says, laugh with him now, and one day you will have to cry over him, grinding your teeth in regret. Because you didn't train his ass up at home, somebody else taught his ass out in the world, and they put his ass to death, man. 6 feet up, man. Yep.
Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 12, it says, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. Right?
And like they know my oppressors, women rule over them. And the biggest kid among all the nations are ruling. All right. And so you got a kid that's telling you how to raise another kid, and that kid that's ruling one of the biggest kids is Esau Edom. This motherfucker rules, and he's trying to tell you how to raise your kid, but he want to do what he wants to do. That's why I do what I want. I'm a kid, because the Lord gave. He said in Job 9:24, the earth will give it to the hands of the wicked. All right. First thing he said, he cut off the judges. Who was the main judge? And how was shot. All right. And that's what trying to cut off the Lord. Like I said, the Lord is crucified here in America. All right. Why is that? Because what? Esau did what he can to cut off the ways of the Lord. All right. Cut off certain laws and statutes that help society be properly created. All right, help society to have not these goddamn degenerates running everywhere. But yet, now you seeing now everywhere you look, hell, when I walk by and see a bunch of niggas, hell, I cover my damn pockets up a little bit. I might try to cross the street.
YNs now.
Why? It took so long to figure out what that was.
Yeah, young niggas.
Right, young.
See them, man. You say, man, you see why the police like laying these niggas out, man. These niggas are monsters, bro. Monsters, man.
Yeah, I was bring for a month. That probably was the YN, you know. But like I said, we say women are first children, women bring for a month. You know that's physical, but they got like two folks. And none of these kids out here just months. All right. What's the first thing they think about when they become of age? Let me put my gun in. All right. So that's the first thing they think of.
Give my switch.
Give them a switch. Yeah. Funny.
So Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 16, it says, "Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child, and thy princess eat in the morning."
That's Esau, man. That's why think about it. I keep saying this, man. This nigga got a fucking fire truck, man. To put out fire. This nigga's a child in rulership. Just look at his characteristics of how he act. He like a big ass child begin to brain.
Right.
Always tearing up shit, demolishing shit. You know what I'm saying? The food is tanning, the fucking air is fucked up, the people fucked up. He have a child mindset, man. The Lord set this clown over the Israelites to rule, man, because we disobeyed the laws of the Most High and the Son, man.
Yeah, pretty much Dennis the Menace, man.
I can't think of that. Yeah,
Esau's really the menace to society. Yeah, right. He's the real menace to society. They try to paint so-called black men as menace to society. That's really him.
Right.
You know?
I was just gonna say, like, what we see now is really just an extension of the temper tantrum that Esau was doing in Genesis 27. You know, after he sold his own birthright. You know, he said, after the days of mourning are at hand, I'm gonna slay my brother Jacob. He's still mad about that.
Yep.
You know, that's part of the reason he's getting ready to come down with great wrath, man.
He wanted his lick back.
He wanted his lick back. You know, like a big ass kid, man.
Yep. Proverbs 30 and 11 says, "There is a generation that curseth their father and doth not bless their mother. There is a generation that are pure in their own eyes, and yet is not washed from their filthiness. There is a generation, oh, how lofty are their eyes, and their eyelids are lifted up. There is a generation whose teeth are as whose teeth are as swords, and their jaw teeth as knives, to devour the poor from off the earth, and the needy from among men." See? And that generation, man, is really, you know, that generation could be going into these niggas, man. You know? I mean, ultimately, it's like Esau, you know, but that generation, it's a lot of these generation, these young niggas, man. You know, they're disrespectful to their parents, you know, blood touches blood. They about just, you know, the ops, killing the ops. Right. You know what I'm saying? You know, committing adultery, you know, selling drugs to one another, you know. Pretty much promoting just death. I mean, Esau, but the thing is, you really got to ultimately blame Esau, man, because he's the one that's he's the one that creates these niggas, man.
Right. Yep.
You know, he's the one that creates these goddamn these damn wild animals in the jungle, man. You know, bro, fucking vaccines and fucking GMOs have done a number on these niggas, man. Yep. That's what now we're seeing the results of eating that shit this generation, bro. These niggas are through, bro. You know how Esau do a study And he said over a certain year, that's when you start to see the fucking result. This is the fucking results of that shit because Esau started introducing that shit, GMOs, processed foods and shit back in the like 50s, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the shit just that ultra processed food came around in the 90s and shit. So, bro, this is what we seeing, bro. This is the results of eating that shit and consuming that shit on a daily. That's all Jake do is eat chips. The number processed shit, bro.
God was,
You know what I'm saying?
especially on the projects, that's what I call the project, a project.
The project.
Project, yeah, that's an experiment they set up with, bro. And what's Rockefeller, Rothschild in the 50s? They basically bought out everything and formed like what is the F to the D to the A?
FDA, the medical association, like
Yeah.
1885 or something like that.
Yeah, that was I have to look it up. I think it was the Rockefellers. The Rockefellers, yeah. And when they did that, then a lot of the medicine and things started changing up. All right. The more the processed foods started to develop. All right. The bananas became without seeds in them.
European bananas.
Yeah,
European bananas.
Yeah.
So you be off the motherfucker.
Bananas.
Bananas.
Yeah.
Nanotechnology.
Nanobots and shit like
Yeah.
that.
Experiment, man.
Bro.
But that's
But really a real banana is like that big. Man. And it got seeds in it, man. You know? Right. And Esau did that shit on purpose, but consuming seeds, you get benefits from that. You know what I'm saying? Eat particular foods with seeds in it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a lot of minerals and proteins in the seed that the body needs, bro. Esau took that shit away. Now you're gonna push the body.
Yeah, I remember growing up. They'll tell you. I remember growing. I don't know your family or whatever told y'all this, but I remember growing up. They would say that whenever you eat a watermelon, the white part would make you sick. They'll say, yeah, you ain't supposed to eat the white part of the watermelon because you get sick. Or if you eat the green part of the watermelon, it'll make you sick.
Yeah.
But really, if you blend up the green part of a watermelon, that's like the most healthiest part of the watermelon.
Right.
It's like a natural bag.
Right. Y'all heard that you swallow the seeds, you fucking grow in your stomach.
Rugrats and shit. Remember Rugrats?
Yeah.
Damn well, ain't no soil in it. Now you do like that. You got sitting out
Yeah,
there.
right.
Soil in our stomach.
Which can have fucking seeds. Now I'm like, damn.
When I eat an apple now, even though the vegetables and shit is all plucked up, but when I eat an apple, I don't just bite it around the core, but I eat the whole thing.
Right.
I literally eat the whole apple.
I see you around it. See?
That's me though. I eat the whole thing.
No, it's like strawberry, the little leaves. Bro, you supposed to eat that shit. They got benefits, bro.
See, I'm
You
feeling about
the
that,
bro.
I cut shit off from the tea.
Pears.
Right.
Project,
Bro.
I eat the whole thing. I'll be playing.
Yeah, leaves.
Yeah.
Cut those off.
This man want to do away with the seed.
Avocado seeds. Oh my goodness. Those things are full. Avocado seeds are full. Like the pit of an avocado, it's completely full of antioxidants. I'm talking about full of.
They say you put avocado seeds in like alcohol or something, and you cut them in half, like cut them up, and put it in a spray that's going to help out the pain, like like physical pain. But he's all going to tell you this because he want to get the money, right? That's them. Like you said, medicine brings a lot of money to his empire. He wants to continue to keep you sick, all right? That's why we're talking about all these seeds. Beneficial leave, but he want to do away with it. They say, I got something better for you. He want to be like the Most High.
Now everybody's now everybody's turning back onto the natural way. Everybody's starting to do herbs, tinctures. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's moving away from this nigga's it's sorcery. That's all it is. When you get that word over kids, that shit goes back into a point. When you get the etymology, it says a poison, bro.
Which is told them.
Man, I got something real quick. Isaiah 32, verse let's see, 5. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna start at verse 3. It says, "In the eyes of them that see shall not be dim, and the ears of them that hear shall hearken. The heart also of the rash shall understand knowledge, and the tongue of the stammerers shall be ready to speak plainly." And this is going into us receiving the knowledge. We've awakened to who we are. We got the understanding via Yahweh Shema Shai the scriptures, man. So now we're able to clearly see what the hell is going on, man. You change your diet, you change the way that you know how to raise a family to the best of your ability. You know how to eat. You know what I'm saying? You actually know particular things. In the best of your with the best of what you got, of course. We
We don't got no perfect families here, man. He's still in hell. He ain't perfect, you know. But it says, verse 5, the vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful. And that vile person is going to the foolish, man. He's no longer going to be called liberal. You know, when you get that word liberal, somebody get that word in the Hebrew real quick. Isaiah 13, verse 5. Esau looked at as being as liberal, this liberal. And when you think of the term liberal now, freakism is tied to it. Yep. When you think about it, what's conservative and liberal, all that bullshit is really all just set up to make you further more confused. But looking at it on this side now, today's time in 2025, and when you think of somebody being a liberal, you think of morality. You know, you think of all this, confusion on sexes. You know, I can do me. I'm doing, women's liberation. You think of complete rebellion. You know, but he's no longer going to be called liberal. This libertarian, right? Whoever got it.
This is that word liberal, Strong's H5080, Nadiyab, or Nadiyab. It says outline of biblical usage, inclined, willing, noble, generous. See? Because he'll bring something to you that's generous, you know. Section 8, food stamps, you know. Dollar General, food for less.
$1 menu.
You know, the dollar menu.
So, one time I was working myself like
Yeah.
this shit stuff perfect.
First day, y'all, and then we'll go right to the next thing.
He'll bring that madness, man. You know, affirmative action, gender equality, women's liberation to get women all out of order. You know what I'm saying? And then, he'll be in a stance as if it's noble, as if it's made to assist you. Right? Go ahead.
It says, in the Strong's definition, it says properly, voluntary, generous, magnanimous, grandee, prince.
So pretty much it's coming in with the sense of nobility. You know, pretty much I can give you this to help you, but it's really ultimately it's really a device to really further put you in captivity, man. Right. And it's really further to put you in further rebellion against Yahweh Shah. Right? So I'm gonna read it again. It says, the vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful. You know, and that churl is pretty much like a scoundrel or somebody who's a miser. You know?
All right, so I got that definition, bro.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says Google definition says a dishonest person. I'm gonna get to the synonym. It says a good for nothing, a reprobate, a cheat, a fraudster,
A fraudster,
an SOB,
a son of a bitch. You know what I'm saying? An SOB, somebody man, you son of a, you son of a. It says an SOB, man. You know, it's all man, it's SOB. You know, somebody like, man, look at this asshole, man. You got it.
it says a snake.
A snake. That goes back to the garden.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
That goes all the way back to the garden, man. A snake. That word snake in the or serpent, I'd rather say, in the Hebrew is nachash. And when you get that root word, it goes back to what, like the priest mentioned earlier, a sorcerer, witchcraft, man. He's a scoundrel. He's a serpent, man. The scripture says that way. The scripture tells you, it says, when he speaketh fair, believe him not, because he has 7 abominations in his heart. 7 abominations, man. A complete demon. I remember I was doing a lesson on my way up here, man. When you get that word Satan in 2 Thessalonians 2, that one of the definitions says an expert in lies.
Wow.
Mix up with Joe.
Yeah. The forger of lies.
We
can get him still, man.
All right, one more. It says vagabond.
Ooh. A fugitive and a vagabond will he be on the earth, man. Wandering to and fro, man, just being a damn demon on the planet Earth, man. Lying to everybody. Everybody eating it up as if it's the truth. But now his ass being exposed, man. Now Esau, the Inquisition has been made, and he's being exposed of being the devil. But and he can't hide himself. And the reason as to why he can't hide himself now is the reason as to why now he's moving fast with his agendas.
Right.
You know, moving quick with his agendas of what he's doing now, man. You know,
said that was the instrument term?
yeah, it's a little bit more.
Oh yeah, but the instrument, like I said, I think when you read in that definition, it goes out to being like a yoke stick, you know. And what do a yoke do? You have a pastor, you have cattle, something, put a yoke on them so they can't get to the pit. They keep you confined within what? The pasture. All right, so what he got you into, like I said, because he got the whole world, what he got is evil. Everything you see, he got a yoke of wickedness around your neck.
Yep.
So the one Jake's so fucked up in the mind, it never had fixed right the hood.
Right.
Y'all know that one thing. Somebody had those fleas in the jar, the lid on top of the fleas.
Oh yeah.
And they took the lid off, the fleas didn't even come on how they live.
Yep.
That's how Jake is, man. It's mentally fucked up, man.
That was the new normal for him.
They
That
come
was
confined to the environment.
yeah. Yeah. I seen that video. Yeah, the fleas they just took the lid off. They was jumping around with the lid on. As soon as the lid turned off, they all of a sudden
It stayed there.
it stayed.
Then they had maybe
I'll tell you that.
it stayed there. It kept in the same environment. Same thing with Jacob. Right.
Hey, bro, that's how they got Jake. Jake be like, man, I ain't never been out the hood. I ain't never been out this city.
Yeah, what though?
Why you just gonna drive 10 minutes down? Just keep going.
Nigga, the lid is off.
Let us up. And go. They stop like it's like an invisible force field.
Right.
You know, that's what, but that's the mindset Esau has set them up to receive. They understand this is my area. I cannot go outside this area. All right. That lets you know, hey, that's really you got a stronghold on somebody. When you can get somebody's mindset to say, I can't leave the hood. I got to stay here. Damn.
It's like,
That's a little bit more on this, but
okay.
all right. Verse 6 says, "For the vile person will speak villainy," right? That word villainy goes to foolishness, right? For the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy, and to utter error against Yahweh, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail, man. It says what? He will utter error against Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. You see? GMOs uttering error against the Lord. You know, a man being a woman and a woman being a man, that's uttering error against the Heavenly Father, man. But they'll pass these laws and make it as if it's okay. You know? All these various different things, you know, his science, his medicine, you know? They'll use the guise of cancer and things of that nature, which that's really just a big ass money grab.
Right.
You know, but they'll use that in the quote unquote medicine to fix it, but it's really not even it's not even healing you.
Research that said cancer really is supposed to. I found a link for y'all. It said cancer really is like a big vacuum in your body that traps all. It's crazy, bro. This shit is crazy. I guess I was like, man, this shit, it's crazy, man. You got it out.
Yeah, man. You know, it's all really just set up just to really it's a money grab, man.
Right.
They'll give you chemotherapy and you know they'll give you chemo and radiation, telling you, oh yeah, we gotta target the cancer to kill it. But it's really killing you.
Right.
You know, you get skinnier, your hair falling out, you know, your skin falling off particular parts of your body.
Like you literally frying your skin.
You know, you get diarrhea. You know, just shit, vomiting all over the damn thing. You know, you pretty much you're killing your body's dead.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, you need to clear some crowd out. You know, you bring more stuff.
That's beautiful shit, bro.
Yeah, and they don't got the things on their eyes either, so they can see. Yep. Continuing on, verse 7. It says the instruments also of the churl are evil. You know, and the schemes.
Yeah.
The instruments goes into his schemes and his plots and devices.
Yeah.
You know, the instruments of the churl are evil. He deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. So he's plotting and he's devising to destroy you with lying words, man. You see, because remember, Esau's speech is really that's another part of the sword too.
Yep.
He has a physical sword, but his sword is his tongue. You know?
But then it said he speak with a forked tongue.
Yeah. When he got the
lying words, he got a knife behind his back. He
Yeah.
So you turn your back, stab him and shit.
Yep.
So he'll appear to come to your aid. Then the aid, take his aid, go chop your ass up, man.
Yeah.
It's not beneficial for you.
The aid is really poison.
Right.
You know, like the first aid kit, you know what I'm saying? You open the first aid kit and all of a sudden some gas comes out, you over here coughing and shit.
Right.
You know, it's a trap, man. Yeah. So he destroys the poor. Well, who's the poor? The Israelites, man. We're the poor. You know? He destroys Jake with lying words all day long, man. Look at Donald Trump right now, man.
I want to thank the Black community for voting for me. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. We got change. It's coming. It's gonna be great.
You over here giving you the slide talk, but here it is. He's really in the back of his mind. He's pretty much setting up to how to kill you, man. Yeah. All day long, man.
Black and Latinos as well.
Yeah, black and Latinos.
Next day he going and trying to kick you out.
Yeah.
Of the land you were in.
Right. Here this nigga the biggest, ICE. Well, you know what? That's why the Lord gonna ice his ass, man. Yeah. He set up ICE to gather up the northern tribes, but the Lord gonna ice your ass when we come back. How about that? You're gonna deport your ass out of America. You know? And then eventually your ass gonna be just completely deported. Literally. Yeah, we used to just grab a few. That was doing that. The water.
First Thessalonians 5, verse 3. You know what? I started verse 1. First Thessalonians 5:1. But of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord shall come in as a thief in the night. For when they say peace and safety, then some destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall
I can make a quick point on that. It says when they shall say peace and safety, when you look up the definition of golden age, it represents peace and safety. It represents a time of prosperity and peace and safety. It said this is the beginning of the golden age of America. So when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as a woman in travail, man. Right. Let you know what time it is, man. And that's why the apostle Paul said that. Of the times of the seasons, brethren, we have no need that we write unto you, man. We should know what time it is, man.
Right.
You know? If you can still gotta look out in the world right now and try to figure out, man, I don't know when the MOTB is. I don't know how close it is. I don't know how much time we got left. If you don't know how much time we got left, then you can stop paying attention. Right. You know, it's evident. Right. Okay? The end is manifest as it's written. You know, you got it.
But I say this is also a time where Esau is setting up. I read a book called ultra nationalism. You know, when you go into that, it's basically talking about a violent coercion. I'm saying it right. That's basically a violent persuasion. So he's going to start off, like you say, with peace and safety, but like you say, it's going to get to a point where he's going to start moving in a more aggressive way. Right? It's not going to be all calm and talking. That's what these laws that he's signing into now is going to be implemented. It's going to be a time within his 4 years, he's going to implement these laws. And you see how Trump moves. He moves expeditiously, as Mr. Clark say. Lean on me. He's going to move expeditiously. You see these things are happening immediately.
Well, he's already doing it.
Yeah, he's putting out fires right now. He really needs. Here in Carolina, Florida happened in Carolina, in California, the fires. Put out all the fires, make people say, "Oh, you know, it's been in office 5 days. It's already active. Just tried to just rock y'all ass back to sleep."
Yep. It'd be like Vladimir Lenin said. It'd be decades where nothing happens, and there'd be days. There'd be days where decades happen, man. We at that time right now, man. Since DJ Trump has been in the office since Monday of last week, which hasn't even been a week. It's been way more exciting in his 5 days being in office than Joe Biden's 4 years. Mm-hmm. And a lot more things have happened. All right, quickly. And you hear how he keeps throwing the word quickly out there. Fast, quick. quick, fast. You know, he said he's going to use his emergency powers to get this the Stargate $500 billion AI enterprise up. His emergency powers, whereas he could bypass the Parliament and Congress and things of that nature to get it all set up, get these reactors, these reactor stations set up. He said we're going to do it quickly. We're going to do it fast. You know.
Executive order. That's why you can't bring them and try to get them vetoed. You got to try to get these certain laws rejected. So we using straightforward executive orders to move things forward. This stuff is actually happening now. And ultimately, the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shad moving, having them move speedily because they short for the elect's sake. So he's setting up Esau. He's going to come down with great wrath, as it says in the scripture. And you know what time it is.
Daniel chapter 8, verse 25. And through his policies also he shall cause crime to prosper in his hand. And he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the princes of princes, but he shall be broken without end. Like the point is, man, like we're saying, man, he's gonna do that crap. Through his policy, he's gonna cause crap to prosper, man. Craft going into deceit, a treachery, man. You see? It says, he says, he's gonna magnify himself in his heart. It says, and by peace, the brother had mentioned that golden age, one of the definitions of this word peace, or is prosperity, man. It says, so through prosperity, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna destroy many, man. Like the elder was talking about, he's going around patting files. We're gonna do this. All the people in North Carolina were still affected by the hurricane. We're gonna make sure they're great. We're gonna do all this, and he just promising the people nothing but peace and everything is gonna be all right, man. But really, it's gonna bring in more draconian measures, man. You see?
That policy and that definition, it goes to cunning and craft.
Wow. Yep. Cunning and craftiness, man.
Yeah.
You know, and that's, ultimately in history, that's talking about, Antiochus the Fourth. But, just for the camera's sake, you know what I'm saying? But the scriptures tell you that there's nothing new under the sun. And Esau's coming in that same, mindset, right? Of the Greeks, as it says in Revelation, the 13th chapter, man. This beast system began with the Greeks, the leopard. So he's going to come with that whole Greco-Roman way, Yeah, more than, okay.
I'll bring this up to back it up. Brother mentioned, can you read that one more time?
It's Daniel 8 and 25. It says, and through his policies also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. And he shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without end.
See after that, you got just to back it up, Brother Mail thought this out, but just to back it up, this by peace shall destroy many. This is First Thessalonians 5. I'll start at the top of verse 1. But of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. So the Lord is going to come, and these people ain't going to be ready, man. A thief doesn't warn you, man. A thief attacks, he cases the joint, then makes a move when you're not prepared for that move, man. And that's exactly how, even though, you got the men of the Lord, the prophets of the Lord, servants, beginning starting with Apostle Tom down, that's been out here, man. You know what I'm saying? They've been out here for decades and decades bringing this thing out. You know what I'm saying? So these people ain't going to have an excuse, man. But, it's going to catch them off guard like a thief in the night because they've been blowing this thing off. It says, for verse 3, it says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, and travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So that peace, that the brother just brought out in that scripture, that peace and safety, which that's what's all, that's the tactics, man. Trying to, like the elder said, love these people back to sleep, making them think everything is good, dandy, all right, everything is okay, nothing to worry about. You know what I'm saying? That's that peace and safety. You know what I'm saying? But anybody in the know knows this place is through, man. The economy is through. You know what I'm saying? That these militias and different things are raising up. You know what I'm saying? These people are about to raise up, with everything that's going on, and it's going to be total chaos and madness in the earth. And then Yahushua is going to return and hey, man, bring the pain, man. You know what I'm saying? So that peace and safety is all nonsense, man. It's smoke and mirrors, man. And then before that, before the Lord returned, the Most High the Son will have men with powers. As he got Moses, he threw the staff down. Right. See what I'm saying? Jawbone. Samson. So right now it's just words going on. Right now the Lord will put action with his words too. As he allowed Esau to raise up and bring that action, draconian measures with his action, the Lord will have men with these powers to start healing people, man. It's coming, man. It's coming. Everything that happened back then is coming back around again. To show that whatever y'all was teaching in this doctrine, now we're gonna see which one's gonna stand. Right? But this got a power behind it, man.
Right. I just pulled up on ChatGPT, man. If I just asked ChatGPT if it was the devil, how would it run society? Bro, think this. It says if I was the devil ruling society, I'd probably thrive on exploiting human weaknesses like greed, fear, and pride, and twist them to keep people divided and distracted. I'd amplify conflicts, turning them into ideological wars that pit groups against each other, making it easier to control them through fear and anger. Yeah. Media and technology would be my best tool, spreading misinformation and creating a sense of chaos and uncertainty while offering quick, shallow comforts to distract them from deeper issues. At the same time, I disguise my influence in things that seem good on the surface, like unchecked process of freedoms, but that ultimately makes people more dependent or disconnected from each other. It says I keep people chasing elusive. I keep people chasing something elusive, power, happiness, and security, while making sure they never actually attain it.
And as you read in Daniel 8:25, NLT said he will be a master of deception and will become arrogant. He will destroy many without warning.
Bro, it's not this nigga doing this shit, bro.
This is happening to the T.
Everything we just read, this nigga is doing this shit, bro. It's only one, bro. One nation is. Let's go back to one nation of people doing this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, bro. Eat your mites.
That's them, bro. They're using their craft to prosper. You know, and it's all from the left hand side. When people say, like, when you hear Donald Trump say, we gotta, we want to surpass China, and this. We want to surpass China. China's already doing it. We want to make our AI system the best in the world. Right? We want to make it better than China's. When you go to China, man, you ain't out there preaching on the street corners of China. You ain't out there on the internet searching up whatever the hell you want to watch and searching up YouTube videos, man. What's the truth about this, that, and the third? The whole VACCINES. Give me some videos going into the truth. Man, the authorities will be at your door, not even knocking on your door. Authorities will come into your crib and haul your ass to a detention center, man. Real quick.
That's why Apostle Bob said through experience, this is not for entertainment.
Yeah.
Like that so-called TikTok, man. That's a prelude of many things to take place. They're going to come soon. They're not going to take YouTube down with these other platforms. Anything truth related to Great Millstone, the spirit of power of Yahweh by Shema, they're going to wipe all those videos off.
Yeah.
You can have like vocab and other people to look for answers. You got to get this word. It has to be in you, man.
Yep.
What you learn now, that's what's going to keep you stable. And as time progresses.
Yeah. Great. Because all these different things. Yeah, because all these different things, man, going into whole, talking about, whether or not a male is a male and a female is a female, genders, all that stuff's really just distractions. Right. All that's really just distractions, man. Just to keep you to keep you not focused on what they're really talking about, man. This man literally is talking about putting $500 billion into AI governance and technology on shots that he could put inside of people. Right. Literally. Letting you know, like, look, the guy said, the CEO of OpenAI said, we want to, with your blood, with people's blood, we can, you can get a blood test, and then we can take that blood, and then AI can diagnose it to pretty much create a VICCINE, right? That's suited for you specifically, And then we can use that technology from that AI, from that mRNA, the IMNA, right? We can use that technology and create a whole nother shot in 48 hours. 48 hours. That's Operation Warp Speed 2.0. That's Esau moving fast as fuck. Excuse my French.
Back in the day, for you to create a Vicky, that shit would take years to
Years of research.
so-called helpful. That's about 48 hours. What the fuck you got?
That'll have
You
like
gonna do the trials.
people, they'll jump at that chance because it's so cool. That's cool. They do it in 48 hours. They'll jump at the chance to do that. But he'll set up, he'll cause an issue or a problem like he did in say 2019, 2020. And then, like he said, he was like, well, now you don't have to wait so long. We're gonna set it up now. You just come give that blood.
Yeah.
We're gonna set this up for you.
Find out miracles.
You gotta get that. You gotta get that.
It's gonna work. You're gonna be at all. See, I told you. See, so you're going to see many by his miracles, man.
Yep. They should know that's what their technology is going to be a big part of their health field, man.
Yeah.
That's going to be a big part. What is it? The Chazai stigma? Chazai stigma. Yeah, Chazai stigma. Yeah. I think, what is that? The sign is the bottom of Scorpions, man. Yeah. Going back to that Greek god of medicine. Yep. That's going to be a part of that shit, bro. Like the brother boy, like you know what I'm saying, man, bro. Imagine if this nigga come out with that. I got the cure. I have the cure count. Oh, these niggas don't run to that shit.
Oh, yeah. But you know, line up, bro. Yeah. Y'all see Freddy Krueger? They gonna be like this.
Yeah, bro.
Feed me, Seymour, feed me. Like on this shop of orders. Yep. Feed me, Seymour. Yep. They gonna run to it. They gonna deceive a lot of people. And that's gonna be their demise.
Whoever got the scripture, we can get it. Revelation.
You got this, Revelation chapter 13 and verse 11, and then the verse with the miracles in verse 14.
Yes, start at verse 1 and then jump. Start at verse 1, read that down to like verse 4 and then jump down.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 1, it says, and I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
This is a revival, all right, of the Roman Empire. Okay? So the beast rising up out of the sea that had 7 heads and 10 horns, man. And the 7 heads represents the Greeks, the Romans, the Spanish, the French, Germania Major, Germania Minor, and the British. Okay? It says that it had 10 horns representing what? The different vassal states of the ancient Roman Empire back again as the EU nations of today. And you clearly see it, clear as day, man. All right, good. It's clear as day that this is the revival of the Roman Empire, man. Okay, pretty much the infrastructure of America, you know, their laws, you know, the Supreme Court, you know, how they still use Latin. You know, when Donald Trump was talking at the WEF in that little video, it had out of many one in Latin. I can't get the word out.
Yeah, I know, right?
But why do you think that was saying? Why do you think out of many one was in the background at the WEF beat when he was talking? Out of many one. Letting you know what it is, man. Letting you know what's getting ready to come down, man. So it's a revival of this Roman way. You know, taking the me out, but making it about we. Right? Got it out.
Revelation 13 and 1, and I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy.
Right, the names of blasphemy, man. You know, all of Babylon and Esau's mode of thinking. You know, that golden cup in the Lord's hand that's full of abominations and things of that nature, man. Morality, you know, dual genderism. You know, you could just work idolatry. You know, all these various different things, man. It's on his forehead, right? Now you know that's what it's about. That's what he's about, right?
Verse 2, it says, and the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard.
The beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, which means what? It began with the Greeks. what John the Revelator seeing here is a vision of the future. But it began with it was like as a leper, letting you know it started with the whole Greco way of life. Man. That's what this beast is gonna come in that it's gonna come in that energy of the Greeks. Okay, that's why they call it the Greco-Roman Empire, man. And then when you had Rome at its peak, it was Pax Romana, the golden age of Rome. Now you got the golden age of America. You know, you got it.
And just laying back on what you said, you had brought up that point about the golden age. You actually look it up, like you said, it goes back to the Greeks, to Greek mythology.
Yep.
You actually look up that term. You know.
Yep.
Revelation 13:2, it says, "And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear."
Yep. And his feet were as the feet of a bear, going into how Russia is going to be the end of this system. You know, and you have the Russians right now that's been heavy in the news and heavy in prophecy, man. Why? Because the Lord is using them, Vladimir Putin and Russia, to ultimately to stir up, Babylon was going to stir up Gog and Magog, for war, as it says in Revelation 20th chapter. You see? That's why, you got the BRICS nations that are now expanding further south, gathering more different nations into their league, for lack of better words. You got it.
It says, "And his mouth as the mouth of a lion."
And the mouth as the mouth of a lion is going into Great Britain. You see? Because a lot of the elites, they don't stay here in America. A lot of that comes out of England, man. You ain't gonna see Jacob Rothschild walking down the street in Dallas. Everybody know where I could get fish and shit. That guy. You ain't gonna see him. But that goes inside pretty much the financial sector of this beast system. It really comes out of England. But they use America as the bully to push forth the agenda.
America came out, basically came out of Britain. That's what it said over that little horn in Daniel 7.
Yep.
Where it came out of, where it goes to the, if I'm not mistaken, the French, the Spanish, and the British. All right, that was that little horn out of America. They derived from that. Like I said, that started from the Greek all the way down to the feet. All you hear in that aspect from Greeks down to the bear, or to the feet like a bear, that ain't no Edomites. That's all Edomite rulership.
Yep.
So Revelation 13:2, it says, halfway through the verse, it says, "And his mouth as the mouth of a lion, and the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority."
Yep, the dragon gave him his power and seat and great authority, man. See? Because really through the guise of Esau and through America, this is how this beast system is pushed worldwide. Babylon is the golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. All the earth is pretty much drunken and mad based upon the philosophies of the West. See?
Let's have a heavy stronghold, heavy influence.
Yep.
This is verse 3. It says, "And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death."
Yep, and that head that was wounded to death is going into the fall of the ancient Roman Empire. Okay, it fell underneath because the last emperor to rule from the Roman Empire, because you had Vespasian, Titus, and Domitian. You see, and then from that point forward, after that, you pretty much had the good emperors, which segued into the Holy Roman Empire, which it wasn't really holy, but you had Jake that was ruling.
Yeah.
The Byzantine Empire, man. Well, you had Nerva, Adrian, Trajan, Marcus Aurelius. See? But that old Roman way failed. See? Go ahead.
Verse 3, it says, "And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed.
And his deadly wound was healed. Go ahead.
And all the world wondered after the beast."
And all the world wondered after the beast after the wound was healed. You see? And the wound was healed going into the Renaissance period, man. That's when the wound was healed. When Esau pretty much got a foothold back into power via his art, his Renaissance, his technology, his health, his education, his religion. all his lies, pretty much. That's why Klaus Schwab said at the WEF, what did he say? We want to have a technological or a new renaissance. Why do you think he's saying that they want to have a new renaissance? Hello? Because the daily wound is healed. This is the Roman Empire back again, man. Letting you know what it is. A new renaissance, a new birth. The rebirth of the fourth industrial revolution, man. Whereas what's up with the fourth industrial revolution? Your ass is gonna be in the grid, man. You're gonna be your ass gonna be your consciousness is gonna be in the cloud. You know? Yeah, the precept.
Revelations 20 and 7. It says that when 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, and he shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea.
When he was reborn in the Renaissance period, that's when he came out in 1,000 years to see it. That's what it said, as soon as he be born speaking lies, right? They go to the precept to them. See, he came out. Oh, yeah. You got it. Right.
Yeah, it's back in the freestyle of Miles Corner up there. 2 hours. Yeah, you are. That's it right there. You know what I'm saying? The Renaissance, when the Renaissance started back, man. What started? You know, 10, right? You know, because Esau tell you that during the so-called Dark Age, it was no like everything. There's no history. And everything was like everything just paused. No, which in a sense, yeah, nigga, your way paused. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Jake was ruling, right? You see, there was still, and scholars even say that there was still stuff. But they'll combat that shit. Like the scriptures say that they tongue will fall upon themselves, man. You see, you even have Edomite scholars who saying, nah, there was stuff going on. You see, but Esau's way, like the elder said, once he reborn, he went about speaking live. That's when the iconoclasm came about. Them repainting the images, man. You see, painting the Most High with the finger, and him and Adam touching fingers and shit, man. You know, little naked babies and stuff, man.
You see the real images.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Went out to the T.
Believe you keep it a record. Look at the Vatican. Vatican got an underground library, I think it's 2 or 4 miles long. Bro, that's probably all type of history. Well, we know it's all type of history. That's a real.
He got the truth.
He got the truth.
Yep, he got the documents. Yeah.
In order for you to tell a lie, you gotta know the truth.
Right.
So Esau knows.
I gave these dudes, the technology go around excavation. Dig up the whole earth, like the whole earth. Parts of the earth, that shit like Swiss cheese. They dig and get the relics and the scrolls and shit. Yeah, preserve it, put it to their vault.
Yep. So Esau knows, man. Mm-hmm. Esau knows exactly what it is, man. Right. You know, he got the relics, he got the scrolls, he got the writings, he got all that. You know, but you don't want your black ass to have. You want your black ass to have a video game system, shut your ass up, play the game, and put this virtual reality, man. Put this virtual reality bullshit on your face, goggles. Sit your ass down and take a vacation in your living room. You know, that's what Esau wants now. That's gonna be the next thing. You don't have to fly a plane because the gas in the plane and the emissions it caused the earth to become over the gas. And so now through the fourth industrial revolution, we have the virtual reality goggle where now you go on vacation.
Right. Like
Weekend, say I'm thinking about.
right. Yep. That shit like what the fuck? Total Recall. Yeah, Esau, bro. Yeah, he gonna use that shit. He gonna be able to implant memories to make that shit, to make you actually believe that you went to this place, bro. That you said in your fucking living room.
Yep. And then he gonna make you pay for it.
Right.
Here, you got the goggles on, and then but the thing is, you gotta use your UBI
right
to pay for it, man. You put the goggles on. You know, you see where you're gonna go. You swiping with your hand with the goggles on. You swiping with your hand. You're sitting there in your living room doing this. Oh, you know what I got there? Oh, you know what? Yeah, I want to go here. Boom. It's gonna cost 2,000 UBI.
What's that movie called? Ready, Set, Player or some shit?
Ready Player One.
Ready, Player
Yeah,
One.
Ready Player One. Yep.
That's what he formed. He formed for everybody, especially like the young kids. He looking to knock off a lot of people of age today, the older people. And he had these young ones stuck on there, like you say, like Ready Player One. when they get out of basically Esau's indoctrination, they're gonna go right in there and put that shit on. They're gonna live in a virtual world.
Yep.
Esau big plan to say you sit your ass at home. Even like his what do you call it? His circus, like football and sports. You like now the guy where it's like right, you're sitting right there on court side.
Yeah,
So you don't have to go now. You can just sit right there at home, sit your ass down and put that on and watch the game like you're right beside.
Right, yeah, looking at that shit look like you fucking really nervous, bro.
Get down to the players, sit you in the house and just do it to the air.
Right. Yeah. But now it's like with the MOTV, with the microchip, how it's gonna be, you're gonna be able to actually feel the breeze.
Right.
You're gonna be able to actually act like you're walking into the water, and you go into the water and you feel the water on your feet.
Right.
But it's really not there. But that's what it's gonna be like. Oh man, this is dope, man. You know, I want to go on a vacation. I'm not there, but I actually, I feel the breeze. I feel the water on the sand on my toes. You in your living room.
Put the nigga in the tub.
You know what I'm saying? That's going to be part of it. But that's how he's going to deceive the people, because it's going to be that high tech. It's going to be that on that level.
In 2 Thessalonians 2:9, it says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders.
Yep.
I want to.
It says it's coming after the working or the energy of Satan.
Right.
And it's crazy when you get that word energy, it's energia in the Greek, but when you get the definition, it says efficiency. And it made me think about how, you have this new thing called the DOGE, Department of Governmental Efficiency. He's coming after the energy of Satan, man, to be a complete adversary.
I wanted to get it because you had mentioned that, like you're gonna be in a fucking with that technology. It's gonna feel like you're really in the fucking water. You really feeling the breeze. When you go on that word pseudo or line, it says pseudo strong G5578. It says in a broad sense, whatever is not what it seems to be.
Wow.
Well,
In a broad sense,
yeah, man, it ain't fucking real, bro. Why he gonna this is what he's gonna offer you. All right, total captivity for the rest of your life in a 15 where your whole life you can only go 15 minutes away from your single efficiency apartment, man.
These smart cities being set up,
Man,
why do you think Esau set up these smart cities? But here it is, back in 2020, you had all these 6G towers just being built up. What do you think all that was for? Okay, what do you think all that was used for? You think Esau was just building shit, just testing some shit, just to do it? Right. We want to make sure everybody has a stronger phone signal, just so that somebody want to get on the internet and watch some shit. It's just gonna work better. It's just gonna work faster.
Right.
The floods in Carolina and the fires in LA, California, I think next to Seattle. So remember they said to build back better.
Yeah,
back then.
15-minute cities.
Yeah. You could be in Death Valley, man. You could be in the middle of the Sahara Desert and have a Wi-Fi signal. Why is that the case?
Yeah.
You be in the middle of a desert with a Wi-Fi signal. Make that make sense.
What did the President DJ say? He said he quoted exactly what Bane quoted on Dark Knight. Yeah, he said in what Bane to take the city, he giving the city back to the people. It's yours.
Yep.
Same thing Trump said. All right, and that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna set a city for you. He be like, "This is your city." You try to go out the city. What it says in Second Ezra, you can desire to go out of the city, but you can't. Like, no, you can't go anywhere because this is your city.
Fire gonna come down from heaven on your head.
Right. That's fucking cold. Right. He ain't gonna even have to have no fucking security. He gonna be linked into that shit. So if your ass step outside that fucking border and line, like the brother said, that something shoot down from the heavens, or you can have that shit where your ass just start convulsing. Yeah,
Great influx on the ass. Nigga, paint your kid's head blue. I gotta start playing blue.
It's gonna be like real life Hunger Games, bro. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's already happened. You had 12 districts. It's gonna be on some real life Hunger Games. And remember, you had the elite that was watching, was playing. Sponsor. You get a sponsor, right? Right. You can get little care packages here and there. You just, that's all it's about. And then even on the Hunger Games, when you went out your boundary, what would happen, man? Some shit that you ass gonna fucking get shot down by a damn laser or some shit, man. That showed you that in the movie.
Yeah.
You get outside the boundary or you run into that wall, execute. electrocute your ass, all that kind of shit, man.
Man, technology, like that.
Yup. Somebody grab real quick.
Chemical being
Second
your
of
ass.
17. Yeah, exactly.
Remember, he released a lot of chemical mosquitoes out of here. So
Still got that real quick.
Yeah, older. Second of 15, where it talks about you shall desire to go into a city, but not shall not be able to. Or like second of 15. It's second of 15.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Whoever got it, where you want to start? Verse 16? Yeah, start at verse 14.
Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 14. And it reads, woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
That world is talking about a world in the economic sense. This is talking about the whole world. Okay, because this system that's going to be set up and established, this MOTB digital governance system is just not going to be in America. Okay, it's going to be in the world. China is already doing it. It's already happening in China. That's why whenever you read 2nd 16th chapter, it links Moab with it links Asia with Babylon. Man. Okay.
So over in London, when they talk to CCTV, the brother just came back from London. He said they already ready for you.
Yeah.
They already equipped.
Yep. These stoplights got cameras of like these lamps got cameras on them, man.
On the freeway.
On the freeway and everything. You see it now on the freeway. Like, I remember back then, like now you can be driving and you see a camera on the light.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, man, even in Jake, Nathan, where I stay, bro, they on the fucking random light pole. Yep. Just right up there, observing Jake, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, bro? Man, that shit, bro.
Yep. Go back and watch the first Purge again now with this mindset. Watch the first Purge again. Not Purge number 1, but the first Purge. Now letting you know it was an experiment, whereas that was like, we gonna do this experiment with Jake. See if they, we gonna do this experiment, and when Jake was having fun, you see Jake was having fun in the shit in the movie. They were supposed to be experimenting on him, but Jake was turning it into a good time, and that's when Esau just rolled down on their ass, man.
You go get it. Let's go see what
Yep. Niggas had a purge party. It's like remember niggas was having a COVID, or excuse me, they was having a damn lockdown parties, whatever shit was there called. Quarantine parties. They was having niggas was having quarantine parties, man.
DJing online and shit still picking up.
Yeah, I'm quarantine clean, so relax. Over there,
They had a
jamming up.
happy hour shit on the internet.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that shit.
Yeah.
Happy hour. But that's online.
Yeah, now like this time coming around, you're gonna think you can have these different parties when there's a lockdown, and you gonna have them kicking in the door. Just like the first Purge, they saw that and he was like, you know what? They ain't doing what we want them to do. So we gotta make something happen.
Yep.
All right, so let's call this to happen. So what are they gonna do? Kick in the door, and they're gonna take everybody up there and unalive you with a drink again.
Yep. You over here listening and knocking doors down, and your door literally gets knocked down. I'm knocking doors down. Big ass robot goddamn dog with a machine gun on his back. And it sounds crazy. You see these little machine gun animals, like these little robots. Why do you think they showing you that technology? You ain't finna be able to run away from that. You gonna run away from a damn robot dog with a gun on it? Never gonna get tired.
40 miles per hour.
With a red dot. Accurate as hell. I'm talking about accurate.
Then they got the other ones that can do parkour and shit. Backflips and jumping on shit.
Yeah. I seen a dude trying to, he kicked it, it just kept his balance, The company named the company named Darkwood. Darkwood was the one that, come over other companies as well.
Yeah.
Well, I will say just for the camera's sake, I will say, all right, Boston Dynamics, those videos are edited. They are edited. It's somebody wearing one of them outfits. They got the dots on them. That's why it looks so real. But whenever they take the video out, it looks like a robot. Because you can literally go and see the actual video where it's the actual dude acting like the robot. It's literally and they put a green screen back there, but making him like a robot.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's not. But they're letting you know that they got that. They got that technology though. They got it. You know what I'm saying? They got it out there.
If they got the technology, eventually they're gonna roll it out. What's going on? Is that what's happening?
It's already happening.
It's happening. Ain't
It's
that,
already it's still happening.
ain't that in Switzerland?
Yep.
And one thing about Switzerland, they definitely they already rolled out to see up there. People are welcome. You gotta think in Switzerland, you got a lot of Edomites, right? And like I said, that's to a point where they're gonna set up and they're gonna be spread throughout the earth. And I think Esau, even though don't care who in the office of being the president of America, you're gonna have the same agenda. Just like during the time of the first Bush. What did he say? He said we're gonna what, bring in a new world to the order. And he said they're gonna be successful. All right. And a lot of that success is gonna end off with putting a lot of people to death. All right. Look at the Georgia Guidestones. We always have to bring that up because that was something that was written in 12 different languages, letting you niggas know that eventually we're gonna get it from 7 billion to 500 million people. That's because we can govern people better when we got a lesser number.
Yep. And that's what that whole green agenda is all about. Lord will I'm gonna do a video on that. That whole green agenda is all set up to kill your ass.
Yep.
It's really set up to depopulate your ass. Okay. Remember, I've been saying this lately. Nigga Gil Bates came out on camera and made a math equation on how you gonna kill you.
Yeah.
That nigga showed you a math equation on how you gonna murder you, man. You know, you gotta drop this, put this equation up, and literally it should have just said, yeah.
Yeah.
You know? Let's we jump back to the second of 15.
Con, this is back in 2 Edges 15 and verse 15. It says, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh.
The sword and the destruction draweth nigh. Now who's the sword? Esau. He's the sword of the Lord, man. Remember the scripture says what? A sword is being sharpened and being furbished that it may be put into the hand of the slayer. The sword is nigh. See? And while while everybody just enjoying their life, right? Your civil liberties, quote unquote, is about to be stripped from you in a very, very harsh way, in a forceful way. That's not going to be. They're not about to. You think Esau finna ask?
Right.
You think Esau? You think Donald Trump finna? You think this thing finna ask you? You think Esau finna ask you? You guys please? Would you guys please just accept this AI government? No, he gonna do it, and either A, you gonna get down or you gonna lay down.
Well, they down there said the enemy shall come like a flood.
Yep.
That water build up steam. Build up the wall to keep that water coming through that wall. So prayers right through it.
And look at what he did with look at what Esau did before 24 hours, man. That nigga, that ice was already on. Ice was ready. That nigga was over there gathering up the northern tribes, taking their ass back. And you so-called Latinos better wake the hell up, man, because Esau gonna put your ass one of those.
Right.
Yeah. Carting over there, carting down, Oh my God! My
See,
God!
so it's rounding up this part of the left tribe, rounding them up, and dropping them off at the airport on their ticket.
Yep.
Get your ass up out of here. It's crazy.
Yeah. Esau ain't playing, man.
Right.
Them northern Latinos getting locked up out there right now and getting sent back. Esau ain't playing. But that's also too, that's judgment from Yahweh Bashar Shah, you goddamn silly ass Latinos, man.
Around their kids, so you go wake up.
Yup, throw your ass into the back of a goddamn truck.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Anyway, that didn't mean time slavery. All right. Police were created for you.
Yep.
Now they still implementing that same thing. Now you got ICE. ICE for the Northern Kingdom, but it's going to be ultimately for just so-called Black Latinos, Native American in general.
Yep.
But Esau want to do away with the seed of Jacob. Right.
Yep. Going into that whole that's going into that whole Alien Enemies Act of 1798.
Right.
Pretty much Esau can just make you a domestic terror. He could make you affiliated with a gang.
Right.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna get it real quick. Psalm 94 and I think like 20. He framed the seat. We're gonna go back to that Psalm 94, 20, I think it is. Yeah, he framed the mission about the seat.
Psalm 94 and verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee? which frameth mischief by law.
I'm sorry, that's what it is. Which frameth mischief by law. See, Esau's framing, and when you frame something, you setting it up.
Yeah.
Like you got a picture frame. It's like you getting the image together. That goes into that accusation as well too. He frameth mischief by a law, man. That's an unrighteous decree. You know, he frames it by a law, then that law is enacted, and when that law is enacted, it's put into force, man. You see? So it's like, okay, well, you know what? These guys are now gang members. You know, these guys are gang members. Now we can lock them up. Now we got the law to lock them up. We got the law to do this. You know, we got the law to prosecute. You know, that's what Esau can do. You know, what? Help us. Here you go, man. Whatever this old ass law.
Mama shake that ass.
It's always the moment, bro. Always you.
When swag got it. It's right.
You nigga need ice cream. Get a nigga like this like dog, man. You get $700. You say, what? You report somebody $750? I'm gonna
I've seen that.
yeah, hell no, man. I'm being racist.
I didn't like that.
I like that.
Hey, these people, you might have some. They say more than they say. They say, you know, my parents came over here legally. They were born here, first generation. Hey, that he still might try to get you out of here and throw you in the camp. You know, so your parents didn't have their paper, but you were born over here. That's basically saying you still are not a U.S. citizen. Yeah.
We don't know which one. We're gonna take all y'all niggas.
Yeah.
Through.
Yep. You know, just by the way for the camera, you know, I'm just jesting on the camera, but you know, because you know, there's brothers that got family members that possibly could be like that, you know, or their family could be like that. But at the end of the day, if you fear Yahweh Shem outside, you good, man.
That's right.
If you fear the Lord and you serving the Lord gonna protect you and He's gonna protect your family.
Right.
You know, but the rest of these niggas out here, I say the rest of these Mexicans that want to be niggas, when I say want to be, that acting like niggas, being just completely despicable, yeah, bye. Because ultimately that's judgment, man. You see? Judgment's coming down the pipe. We in a time of judgment, man. Okay? We in a time where judgment's getting ready to come down the pipe in very, very harsh manners, man. Okay? And you don't want to take heed to the promise, man, to hell with your ass, man. You know? Your ass can get picked up by ICE, man.
Right.
You know, or your ass can get locked up and go to prison. You know?
Like a child, you got kids, so their brain ain't fully developed yet. You got these adults walking right here with a fully developed brain. They got enough sense to call upon the Lord and repent. So worry about yourself and you can fuck them. They got a fully developed brain in order to repent. That's all them. Word is going out, you know.
That's a scripture, what you just said. It's that second Ezra, the second Ezra 8, I think it is, or it might be 9.
Worry about the law. Curious matters.
Yeah, it says pretty much don't worry about how the
At 9, I think it's 9 and 13.
no, I said here it is.
Today.
Here it is. No, it's right. Well, it's second Ezra 9.
Okay, yeah.
Second Ezra 9 and 13, it says, and therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is, and for whom the world is created.
Yeah. These people walk around with fully developed brains. They got enough sense to come in. So you can't worry about no grown-ass person. We got little kids, small kids, and your children in the temple. You pray for them and your loved ones, and go and worry about your own salvation, man. You can't worry about no grown person ass salvation. That's all them. The word is going out. The Lord got men out in the cold. to eat, whatever. So you can't escape it. You wake up any time of the night, go to YouTube and find the truth. You know, ain't no excuses, man. So I can't, you know, after I heard that the El Waterstock brother in LA did that video on that, I just focus on what's in front of me, man. Myself, the brotherhood, breaking brothers. And, you know, that's it, man. Can't worry about no grown ass person, man.
Yep. I got one more for you real quick. 2nd Ezra 8, I think that's the one he was talking about. 2nd Ezra 8 in 50 and 51. It says, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
Because you despising this truth. What Proverbs 13 and 13. Whosoever despises his word, roughly paraphrase, shall be destroyed. Shall be destroyed, man. You got it.
Yep, it says, verse 51. But understand thou for thyself, and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. Yep, that's it, man. You gotta worry about those who are in like-minded with you, or like-minded individuals, man. That's why Yahweh Shah said, who is my mother, who is my brother, and who is my sister? Them that do the will of the Lord, man. That's your family, that's your mother, that's your brother, that's your sister, man.
The Lord he showed us favor. You gotta show him. He was so shit, man, we go our life to this. The Lord is showing us favor, man. Every time I think about this, like, damn, bro. Really can't really bitch about that. Lord, you know, you have your moments between his flesh. They took it out of the Lord is showing you favor, man. Yep. You know, you gotta give to your brother who got this set of dope. Yep. You know, who can't get right. The Lord is showing you the favor. Focus on yourself, man.
Yep. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Also, like I said, we're not out here for the bird brain Israelites that have rejected the knowledge, as it says in Hosea 4. Right? You know, the Lord going to reject thee. But we're out here to preach to what? The ones that are deceived in wisdom and knowledge of understanding. And who is that? Not somebody like that. That's what we're out here for. I just want to hear the word and sign and crying like, damn, when, you know, when would the Lord come and take this man out of rulership? Those are the meek and broken heart they were talking about in Isaiah 61. Because what? It's a whole, it's gross darkness when you read in that previous chapter in Isaiah 60. Right? And gross darkness is just all type of ignorance that has vanished throughout the earth, especially among the nation of Israel.
You got to start for the
It's Ali Abu. I'm gonna force you niggas to watch Roots. That's funny,
Man.
Right. What is that new? Not the one Alex Aiden. Yeah, but the one they brought out a few years ago. They were telling me what did they go? Your God was not my God. We was what? We was who? We had another God, which our God is how about you now shot. So if you don't want to get down with the program, the hell with you. You know, we know who our power is, and we know what he's gonna do when he returns.
Right.
We know what he's about to set up to cause this devil to do upon the earth. Yep. So if you don't want to listen, the hell with you. You're gonna get caught up in this wrath. All right? Who is who? It's battle-axe upon the earth at this time. That's the goddamn Edomite.
It's probably just some little pasty ass little Edomite. Sitting behind the camera. You know what I'm saying? But scripture talk about what it says that what is it? Psalm 73 talks about they speak wickedly concerning oppression. You know, they'll make movies about things of that nature, but it's all good. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. You know, at the end of the day, you know, you think the slavery that we was in was bad, which it was. It was the worst that the nation's ever seen. Right? Like it says in Daniel 9, but what Edomites is going to get? Well, had your ass, you had us some boats. Nigga, you ain't coming in my chariot. I put it like that. So figure out what we're gonna meditate terror, man. Make your ass hold your breath while we go from planet to planet transforming your ass.
Yeah.
You see how long you're gonna be able to hold your breath, because you ain't gonna be in a new body. Your ass gonna keep suffocating and dying. We're gonna bring you back up. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. You're gonna put the spirit back on you. Just keep dying. Just keep dying until you like get there.
You look like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Total Recall.
keep on dying and coming right back. Gonna wake up, gonna put the spirit back on your foot. You know,
That's terrible.
that's terror, man.
Right.
That's, you constantly suffering until you get to your destination.
Right.
And then when you get to your destination, you gonna get your ass beat. Right. Bro, I'm telling you, man. Meditate terror. Those all good. You know, scarf it up. Scarf it up. That's limitations for it, man. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of you. You know?
Yeah, the Lord did that. Like brother said, brother mentioned slavery. The Lord did that to the nation, the people he loved. Imagine what he gonna do to your ass, man. Like, to the ones he hate. Bro, you know, man, that's why we're gonna have to be in new bodies, bro.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to be in new bodies to issue out the judgment of the Lord on the Edomites, man. See, because it's gonna be far beyond what we can even think of. Like the brother mentioned them, that's funny. We're probably gonna be way worse than that. Bro.
Brother said exactly right. He saw this thing that are at ease. He even think they good. You know, you got their president back in office. They feeling good. Like, yeah, we're gonna make America great again. But Lord's gonna come and do that out your hand. Right. Hey, and you gonna let some of these 2/3 get a lick back at you. When things really hit the fan and it's become lawless out here, you gonna have niggas that they gonna come and they gonna be busting some of you Edomites in the head.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
try, but you can get
together. Oh yeah. Who's out there, Genesis 49, around the 12th verse, Judas is a lion's whelp. Who shall rouse them up? All right. You may be one of them that's gonna rouse them up. You know what's gonna happen? You're gonna get a fist or a bottle across your head.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But the LA riot, my man was in that truck and threw that bottle and popped across his head and shit. And he started dancing for it. Bad on Edom, man.
I got a precept. Wisdom of Solomon 11 and 9. I'm sorry. Let me start at verse 5. It says, "For by what things their enemies were punished, by the same they in their need were benefited." Going into Egypt, you know, when our enemies was being punished by the plague of darkness, you know, the river turning to blood, we go straight, right? It says, "For instead of a fountain of a perpetual running river troubled with foul blood, for a manifest reproof of that commandment, whereby the infants were slain." So the Lord caused the Nile River to turn into blood as a pretty much as a return back, for like a better word, whenever they slain and they slew all the babies and they was thrown into the Nile River. See what I'm saying? He was like, okay, bet. I got something for that ass. What the Lord pretty much said, right? So it says, "For instead of a fountain of a perpetual running river troubled with foul blood, for a manifest reproof, correction, of that commandment, whereby the infants were slain, thou gavest unto them abundance of water by a means which they hoped not for, declaring by that thirst and how thou hadst punished their adversaries. For when they were tried, albeit..." Verse 9 again. "For when they were tried, albeit but in mercy chastised, they knew how the ungodly were judged in wrath and tormented, thirsting in another manner than the just. For these thou didst admonish and try as a father," talking about us, right? "But the other, as a severe king, thou didst condemn and punish." See, it says as a severe king. See, the Lord he chastened us to correction. Yeah. But as for our enemies, it says here that he chastised them like a severe king would chastise them. It said that the thirst that the Egyptians had, our enemies had, was of another fashion. See, we were pretty much pushed to thirst in the wilderness, but the thirst that the Egyptians had when they couldn't drink anything, it was another kind of thirst that they were doing. It was a different kind. You know? So how the Lord gonna have our enemies, man? Yeah. Can't even really, but you can't really kind of answer, can't really put in the words, man. You know? we close the book. You got anything else? All right, so with that, we pray that this is an edifying camp as always. We want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Rakakodash. All right, we want to give double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone that taught us the truth and the teach truth. And much peace, love, and salutations to the elect. Until next time, Lord willing, we say shalom. Shalom. Yeah, I see.